This is the home of the money pick. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Week 11 player props. And listen, my bad for the irregular schedule. I'm going to get this up Saturday midnight. So let's get this money, but there's reason for it. We've been absolutely slamming the books, and a lot of times they shut down markets that we need to build this list. So let's get to the first game. Well, first prop. We got Joe Burrow. Over 265 pass yards. I'm going over. I absolutely love this. I think he breaks 300. I would not snub my nose at you going alt lines. Listen, I've loved this Chargers defense the whole year, but let's be honest. Let's not mince words. They haven't played a whole lot of quarterbacks. We know the strength of this Chargers team is stopping the run and how physical they are on defense. Derwin James buzzing down and blowing up plays, but I still think you can get at this secondary. T. Higgins back. Give me Burrow. If you go Burrow alts, I will not smug my nose. Next prop, we got Bo Nix. Over under 210 and a half pass yards. I'm going under. I get it. Atlanta can't stop the pass. They play the softest zone in the league. They have a lot of good players in the secondary, but it just hasn't came to fruition. Raheem Morris has been an absolute disaster. But want to know one thing that is a disaster? This Broncos receiving core, they're absolutely terrible. Outside of Cortland Sutton, everyone is pedestrian or below average. And I think that hurts Bo Nix. We're seeing Bo Nix get better every single week. The other options for him to throw to, not much. I'm going under to 210 and a half. Next prop, we got Devin Achane over 34 and a half receiving yards. Listen, he was really quiet in the run game, in the pass game against the Rams. So I know you're going to get worried about this, but I think it's great value. And I think it's one thing you have to do against the Raiders, get the ball out of Tua's hand. One thing we know about the Raiders, they do put up a good relentless pass rush. You do have Max Crosby coming off the edge, and right tackle is a problem area for the Raiders. And one thing we've seen since Tua came back is a lot of quick passes, a lot of Achane involved in this game. I don't think we need to overthink this. Tua's not getting the ball to Waddle. He's not getting the ball to Tyreek to Thrill Hill, but he is getting it to Achane. I'm going over the 34 and a half. Next prop, we got Josh Allen game of the week. You're going to be watching this, and if you want to lay off the spread market, I'm fine with it. I'm going to go Josh Allen, 2 pass touchdowns, minus 105. I love it. He's been an absolutely prolific in the red zone. Now you do worry about him running one in. You do worry about him running it a lot. I've seen a lot of people saying, oh, go Josh Allen rush attempts. But like I'm seeing like 6.5 rush attempts for like minus 139. I think the 2 pass touchdowns is a lot better value. And one reason why I'm picking the Bills this game is because I think the lack of depth at cornerback position for the Chiefs is something no one's really talking about. Give me Josh Allen, 2 pass touchdowns. Next prop, we're going to the Meadowlands. We got Jonathan Taylor, anytime touchdown. I was tempted by his over rushing yards, but I do think Anthony Richardson could eat into that. But I'm going anytime touchdown, minus 110. Listen, this Jets team hasn't stopped the run all year. They can't tackle anyone. And it just seems like a Jonathan Taylor game, him going downhill. I don't know if CJ Mosley's going to be back. Even if he's back, isn't going to make a damn bit of difference. Give me Jonathan Taylor, anytime touchdown. Next prop. We're going to the NFC West. We got Brock Purdy. I'm going Brock Purdy over 252 and a half pass yards. Now, the fundamentals of this one aren't great because obviously the 49ers want to run the ball. And they got a great matchup for it. This Seahawks front seven hasn't stopped anyone all year. I mean, they did have a pretty good game against the Rams run offense, but what did the Rams run offense do against the Dolphins the week after? I do think Brock Purdy goes off this game. This is a Purdy game, and this Seattle secondary has also been a disaster this whole year. And I do see Purdy finding rhythm. He had a few weeks where he was really, really up and down, kind of how Jordan Love's been this year. But I think Purdy goes off. I'm going over the 252.5 pass yards. Next prop, we got Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. Over 23.5 receiving yards for the -110. The Purdy's a -110 as well. I'm not posting like -140s. Like, that's not what we do here. But listen, man, who else are the Titans going to throw the ball to? And I'm not sure the Titans are going to be able to run the ball at all against the Vikings. And Will Levis did look better against the Chargers. I know that's not saying much, like, calm down. I know someone wants to get on the keyboard and say, Lawson, come on, bro. Like, no, but Will Levis did look better, and I like Achane. Like, I feel like he's a very good route runner. He's good in the slot. Really, the only place to attack the Vikings is the slot in that intermediate area. I'm going over the 23.5. Someone's got to eat for the Titans. Let's go with Westbrook-Ikhine. Next prop. This one's a bit of a long shot. I'm going Jennings anytime touchdown. I think it's at +250 on like FanDuel. I saw it was at like +280. I'm getting mine from Bet365. Listen, I just think Jennings is peaking at the right time. He's big-bodied. He's reliable. Brock trusts him. Ayuk's not walking through that door because he's injured. I like Jennings in this game, and it's the same methodology I said with Brock Purdy. I feel like you can get at this Seahawks defense in a wide variety of ways, and I should see Jennings as a guy who's trending up. So if you want a prop that's plus money this week, a bit of a long shot, go Jennings. Next prop, we got Jordan Love. Over, under 32.5 pass attempts. I'm going under here. And it's because this Bears front seven is like jelly. You can push them, you can move them. They're very flexible, and I think that's what the Packers need to do here. I think they need to run the ball. I think they need to get Josh Jacobs going, and that offensive line needs to perform. I mean, that's one thing LaFleur's been talking about since like the Houston Texans week. The offensive line is great on paper. A lot of them are winning individual matchups, but you haven't seen them have a complete game. I think this is their complete game. And we know that Bears secondary is a very viable entity. We know that. And I think the Packers are going to go smash mouth football this game. They're going to pound Josh Jacobs. They're going to keep the ball away from the Bears offense. Also, the Bears are going to have a lot of 3-and-outs. Like, I'm not expecting any sort of new coach, new coordinator bounce that will help Caleb Williams. I think he's a lost cause. I've been telling you guys he's not a good quarterback since the preseason. Give me Jordan Love under 32.5 pass attempts. I feel like this Packers offense needs to change strategy a little bit. There's too much of Love chucking it deep. There's too much early 90s football play action Love chucking it 50 yards every fucking play. Let's get back to basics. Let's get Josh Jacobs going. I'm going under the 32.5 pass attempts. Last prop, we got Jameson Williams over 44.5 receiving yards. I love this. And, man, he's a guy, if the Lions want to get to where they want, if they want to get to the Super Bowl, if we want to see our guy who bought me a car, Dan Campbell, lift the Lombardi, Jameson Williams has to be a big factor. Laporta is going to be out of this game. Goff needs to step up, and he needs to come back. If I'm the Jaguars and Laporta's out, I'm on Ross St. Brown. I'm worried about Gibbs and Montgomery running the ball and embarrassing me and taking my soul and my physicality. So that leaves Jameson Williams, and I think he has a big game. And I know he's troubled. I know there's a lot of off-the-field shit, but when he's on the field, this guy is dynamite. Also, when you have like a low total for him, like 44.5, He's the type of guy, he just needs one catch. He can get that in one play. Like, we've seen so many 50, 60, 70-yard plays out of him. Let's not sleep on it. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. The best gambling show on the internet. Come get this money with me.
How many days it gonna take? You switch on me and I ain't get a break. If I hop off, then the levee gon' break. If I take two, then I'm off into space. Put all that down, pour all that out. I'm done without, we on the now. Step after step, day by the day. Live for the night and I'm never gon' break. Yeah.
Step by step by step by step. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Step by step by step by step. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Moving forward on the glory, up and onward, write the story. Little further, I can see it. We will be there before you know.
This life can get you down, down, down.
Just keep yourself around.